What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Today we're actually going to be taking my One Nation team into the DKT to start building and grinding towards that DKT Delict. If you guys don't know, FUT Champs in a couple of weeks time has a One Nation requirement for the starting 11 and subs. I already had a whole bunch of one specific nation in my club, and so we're going to utilise that, and I bought some other players to go into the squad. And I'm excited to use it actually. So, as you're about to see, that's the squad. We've gone for Brazil. I need to get some chem styles on these players. I went and picked up Alisson for 30,000 coins. Interestingly enough, I bought all of these players just before the Ultimate Team of the Season SBC came out. So I do believe he's now worth a little bit more. Yeah, he is. We bought Alisson. We already have Alex Telles, of course. So we'll be playing him on 7 chem. I could go and buy Team of the Year Dani Alves, who I think is like 100 and something thousand coins. But I like Wendell a lot, and so there's no real reason for me. How much is Dani Alves? Yeah, 150. I mean, 150 for a Team of the Year card. We went and bought Thiago Silva for 130,000 coins, which I find to be remarkable. I don't know how much he's worth now. Less than 130,000 now, which is remarkable. We're going to use the Marcelo that we won from the Daily Knockout tournament. I do need to get a chem style on him. I don't know if I have any anchor chem styles available, but that's what I'd use on him because I'm not going to waste. Yeah, we don't have any. I'm just going to leave him on basic for now. And then we've got Wendell at left back. We've got this Fernandinho in at CDM that we got in our red monthly rewards, which is a great card to have. We've got Anderson Talisca that we picked up for 46,000. We've got our Prime R9, which is great news. We've got our Alan card that we also got in our Gold 2 weekly rewards last week. We've got this Jonas card up front, and I am very excited to use him. I've used him as a sub 3 times, but I'm super excited to use him. And then I went and bought Bobby Firmino for 263,000 coins. I am blown away. He's probably cheaper. Now, 250 on open bid there. I'm blown away at the price of these players, man. It's so easy to generate the coins to pick these players up. Especially given the fact that, as you can see now, my coin's probably going to bounce up a little bit there. I sold these guys. So I bought Thorgan Hazard for about 25,000, sold him for 60k. I bought this De Vrij because I was going to go Dutch for 36k, sold him for 50k. I bought Yilmaz for 22k, sold him for 37. I bought Lopez for 22k, sold him for 45. And I bought Debuchy for 23k and sold him for 42. And the reason why they're selling now is because of the SBC. And I think I've got that Ter Stegen, which is a duplicate Ter Stegen, because I've got obviously the untradeable. I could sell him. I don't know. He's got 60. I mean, 60k is 60k, isn't it? I've lost some coins on him, but what can you do, really? So we'll get rid of that Ter Stegen as well. And that puts us up to like 350,000 coins, which is good. Which is really good. And I've still got more items in my club that I could sell if I wanted for some value. So that takes up to 400,000. So picking up that Dani Alves now, a Brazilian, or even some people suggested Fabinho. I don't really need Fabinho. I think my team is already quite complete for the Brazilian team without him. Fabinho is 100,000 coins. My God, man. So we've got Promes, who I'm keeping. So I bought, for example, Falcao for 28,000 coins, and he's now up at like 50,000 coins. I don't know if these players are going to come back down in price and whether or not I should sell them now and make my money. And I feel like I should. I feel like I should be selling this Falcao right now. His lowest bin is 47,750. I could just make some good profit. And ultimately, I'm not going to use him, and I will be able to buy him back whenever I want. You know, if I do want him back. Marlos as well. How much did I pay for Marlos? I don't think... I paid like 30 odd K for Marlos. He's up to 48k, but the problem with the rest of the world cards is they're never coming back. So once I sell him, he's just gone... Like, his price will only ever go up. Which is a shame. Anderson Talisca I'm keeping, Vormer I'm keeping for now, Heung-min Son I'm keeping as well at the moment. But then we've got, again, Fernandez, who is another, most rest of the world SBC. I bought him for 23k, he's currently selling for 47k. But that is a good card. But is he ever really going to get into my team? He's not, is he? Let's take that profit, let's get him up there. Let's drop him down at 46k, we'll get rid of him. I've got another Yilmaz here. This is my pack pulled Yilmaz. and so I kept him for that reason. But once again, I'm never actually going to use this Yilmaz. The whole point was to not get attached to people. I sold that other one for 30-something thousand. Yilmaz is actually up to 48k, so that's quite surprising. I bought Malcolm as a bench player, and we've got Alisson, and then I bought Riyad Mahrez for 74k back when I thought that was a really good deal, and it wasn't. Oh, it is actually. He's up to 90k now for Riyad Mahrez. I tell you what, he is a guy that can get packed a lot more, and I'll tell you why I'm selling these as well. I'll give you some background information as to why I'm happy to sell these kind of guys too. So any Brazilians I'm going to keep. Son I'm going to keep. Vormer can go now as well because he is going to be immediately replaced by De Ligt. So we picked up Vormer for 23,000 and he's now up at 46,000. Good card as well, and we use him at centre back, which is great. And then Marlos is the only other one, but I think for how good this card is as a super sub, I want to keep him. I just want to keep him. But we've got a whole bunch more coins now again, and if we sell Gareth Bale, which I'm not interested in doing right now, we can get 500,000 for Gareth Bale. We can be back up over 1 million coins again with just the most insane teams, and actually to the point where after this Brazil squad, after that Mahrez sells as well, and after like this Brazil squad is done, like if I sell Gareth Bale and if I sell all of these guys that I've got, Firmino, Alisson, Thiago Silva, basically the guys that I won't use, I'm not far off getting the best version of Ronaldo. He's 2.25 million or 1.9 million for the left wing team of the year card. I'm not going to be far off for getting that Cristiano Ronaldo, and as you guys know, he's the only one that can go into my team that will really change my team. So I'm actually gonna work towards getting 99 CR7. I just won't be able to do it for a few weeks now. One of the reasons why I'm happy to sell those, in fact, let me get rid of that Marlos. Whilst their prices are high, let me get rid of that Marlos. Let me just take coins. I'm on a mission now to go and get Cristiano Ronaldo. Marlos is up at 48,000. Ooh, way too far. I've got plenty of players on the bench anyway. I don't need Marlos to be on the bench. So yeah, let me show you guys. We're probably so deep into this video already. We are. Let me show you guys why I've done what I've done there. I've not qualified for the weekend league this week, but I am going to try my best to qualify because the weekend league rewards are still team of the season rewards for elite or higher. And so for the next couple of weeks, this one here, you can see exactly one nation in starting 11 and subs. So for the next couple of weeks, I want to just see if I can put the effort and energy in to get 40 games done. See if I can get to at least Elite 3. This weekend league just gone, it was a very, very, very low threshold for top 100. It was only 35 wins on PlayStation, and there was a lot of 35s in the top 100 as well. The reason why that's important is because it means that the general quality of player is lower right now. And that means that I should get to Elite 3 at least very comfortably. So what I want to do is I want to try this weekend league. I want to try and get 40 games out. If I get to Elite 3 or better, I'm going to really try put my best team together. Well, that Brazilian team that I've got next week or the week after next, because it's a one nation kind of deal. That will be, in my opinion, the first week that I will have a chance at top 100. Even though I'm not necessarily a top 100 player, because so many people won't be playing. Nobody will be able to have like just the meta, the meta whatever team, So obviously you can still get meta squads in one nation: the French squad, the English squad, the Brazilian squad. You can get a really good Dutch squad together as well. Let me put Jonas in at cam, Firmino and Ronaldo up front, Talisca, Alan, Fernandinho. That's perfect. This team is going to be so good up against FC Big Twist. But yeah, I want to use this weekend league coming as a way to gauge my ability against a set of 40 games again, because who knows, I might, in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'd love to get top 100, I'd love to get Elite 3, Elite 2, Elite 1 would be great, I'd get 4 team of the seasons for Elite 1, and that would put us again really close towards that Cristiano Ronaldo. Here's Jonas. Oh, good tackle. Oh, is that Talisca's ball? Yeah, I might be able to get even up to Elite 1, which obviously would be amazing, because then we're going to get ourselves incredibly close to getting CR7 into our club, which I would be very, very happy with. And that's a good goal there from Ronaldo. Lovely little drag back, steps inside, roulettes around the defender. We find ourselves 1-0 up. Now the beauty of this DKT is you need 6 wins in the daily knockout tournament to claim Delict. And I believe, I think you get to win the DKT in total twice. I don't know if you get Delict twice. In fact, that's really interesting to think of, isn't it? If you get Delict twice or not. But you get to win it twice. So you could, obviously, you could win first game, second game, and then just quit. Win first game, second game, and then just quit. And when I say quit, I mean score an own goal and quit. Give your opponent a win. Give them a free win. Let's work together on this one and make sure everybody gets a team of the season Delict. Here's his Talisca here. This guy's actually got a nice team. He's got no chemistry in his team, but he has got a nice team. It's surprising to see these weak teams at this stage as well in FIFA. Here we go, Jonas. Nice ball into Ronaldo. Back into Jonas. Into Ronaldo. The roulette of dreams again. He's got Talisca on the outside of the box. I don't know why I tried to pass that instead of just going and banging that with Prime R9. There's no reason to do that. And this guy's actually broken through with Wilfried Zaha and Tellez. Oh no, sorry, Alan there getting in behind and picking that ball back up. Here we go, Prime R9 again. I love this Talisca card. He's just a monster. He's so noticeable. You know how like Ruud Gullit is noticeable in game because he's big, he's powerful, he's everywhere. Talisca is the same in my opinion. I know some people actually saying my team is like a bad team or an average team on Twitter. Like some guy was saying like why do I keep going for these bad players and these average players? Like if you think like just because this Jonas is not called Messi or he's not called Neymar or something like that, if you think that this guy is bad with his 5-star weak foot, with his impeccable stats, with his good traits, I don't know what to tell you. If you think he's an average player, honestly, I don't know what to say. I think my team is well above and beyond average. You know, there's a few errors. There's a few errors, not errors, a few errors in some of the players. So, for example, Jonas has 3-star skill moves. Now, if he had 4-star skill moves, he'd obviously be absolutely insane. Probably one of the most broken cards in the game. However, when I say Jonas is great, and he's got 5-star weak foot, he's nice and tall, he's got deadly finesse shots, people are like, oh, it's Jonas though, it's Jonas. And like, yeah, okay, no problem. When I say Sané is good, Sané's great. Sané's great. Why is Sané great? Because he plays in the Premier League and he's got good popularity in the real world. So Sané's great in FIFA because of that. But what's wrong with Sané? He also only has 3-star weak foot. He also only has 3-star skill moves. So Jonas has same skill moves and better weak foot. But people would much prefer Sané than they would Jonas. Obviously, they play in different roles, but you guys get what I'm getting at, right? Like I'm trying to make the point that just because a player doesn't have a household name in FIFA, it doesn't make him a terrible player. Like the Quincy Promes card is unbelievable. Not only does he have an unbelievable card, he is incredible value for money, and he has more stats, more in-game stats than most players in the whole game. There's not many that have more in-game stats than him, and most of them are fullbacks with like really well-rounded stats, or like midfielders with really well-rounded stats. But there's very few, like if you actually look at wingers and the total in-game stats of all the wingers, Promes is right up there. In fact, let me do it. I don't know if you can. Can you do it by total in-game stats? Stats. Oh yeah, in-game. So let me go position, left mid, left wing, left forward. In terms of in-games, you have Cristiano Ronaldo 99 left wing, Neymar 97 left wing. You then have Bailey, who I've also loved, and his 4-star really does show that Bailey is a quality card. Guedes, Lamar, and then Promes. And the thing that Promes has over Lamar specifically is weak foot skill moves and physicals. The thing that he has over Guedes is weak foot and skill move. Other than that, they're quite similar. And then Leon Bailey is probably the only one comparable to Promes in terms of the fact they got very similar stats in general. 4-star, but Promes is 1/3 of the price of Bailey. So when you look at like these wingers and you look at their prices and you look at what they offer, Quincy Promes is just flat out the best value for money winger in the whole game. And then on the right-hand side, let's have a look at the right-hand side. So you've got Salah's 98 and then Gareth Bale's 94 that I've got right now. That is actually the second highest total in-game stat winger in the whole game, ahead of Lionel Messi. And then guess who's third? It's Team of the Season Marlos. So these guys that are obviously not, as I say, not household names, for example. They are absolutely insane, and the most in-game stats in any player in the whole of FIFA 18 is actually Alex Tellez. Fancy that. Tellez has the, well, go on Alan, have a bang lad. He has 2,650. Next up is Kimmich, then Pjanic, then Savic, and then Vormer, of all people, is 5th in the total in-game stats category. Ahead of Sergio Ramos, ahead of Daniel Parejo. That's crazy. Dani Alves, Team of the Year, is next up as well. Ruud Gullit, Rajan Anglin. And don't get me wrong, total in-game stats isn't the defining factor. If people picked players based on total in-game stats, their team would probably be imbalanced, right? That's an absolute fact. But it's definitely something to be considered. That's a good finish from Firmino. It's definitely something to be considered. And in terms of the Team of the Season Rest of the World cards, you've got so many Rest of the World cards in like the top 20. Bruno Fernandes is in there. Anderson Talisca is in there. Vormer is in there. And Tellez is in there. So 5 of the Rest of the World cards are part of the top 20 best total in-game stat players in the game. So yeah, you know, my whole point was I didn't even want to get onto this as a topic. I was just interested, and I'll be interested to hear your guys' thoughts on the subject as well. But do you guys like look at my team and actually think, oh, that team's not very good because he doesn't have Team of the Season Milinkovic-Savic, but instead he has Team of the Season Alan? Or in my main team, you know, he has Team of the Season Talisca instead of having Team of the Season, you know, such and such. You know, whoever it may be, whoever your, you know, tickles your fancy, or do you look at my team and think, oh damn, well you've got Quincy Promes instead of Neymar, so you're way off the mark. When in actual fact, Quincy Promes is a very, very, very comparable player to Neymar. Obviously, Neymar has substantial better things in many areas. 5-star, 5-star, more in-game stats. He's probably got more traits. I haven't actually looked at the traits and specialities of some of these players, but it's definitely to be considered that. Being a big name in this game during this Team of the Season phase doesn't necessarily make them a better player than somebody else who has better stats, better like incidentals, skill moves, weak foot, height, composure, reactions, stamina, everything that comes along with that. This guy's like tightened up his defence a little bit here. Oh, go on, that's a goal. You can't give Firmino that sort of space. I just knew it. You can't give him that sort of space. I tell you what as well, Firmino's one of those guys that I bought him and I loved him, and then I sold him to make room for Kevin De Bruyne's Team of the Season card, and I kind of wish I didn't, because Firmino for me was, I think in the 20 or so games that he played, 20 or 25 games he played, he had one of the greatest goal and assist ratio per games that I've ever had on any player in this game this year. And so there's obviously something about him with the way he plays or the way I utilise him that really, really works well in this game with me, because as I say, like I think I had like 24 games with him and like 40 something goals and 30 something or 40 something assists, and so yeah, I think Firmino is great. I mean, I've dominated this game so far. It's been a comfortable performance. We've got ourselves some subs: Cristiano, Kaká, and Malcolm. I don't mind bringing Kaká on. Let's get him on instead of Alan. Let's get we'll go full attack in the midfield. Fernandinho to hold it in. But yeah, there's a lot of players right now. What I love about the game right now, and in terms of going forwards for the rest of the game, is it's still relatively easy to make coins. Even if you just grind squad battles a little bit, grind the weekly, daily objectives, grind the SBCs when they come out, and grind as much FUT Champs and divisions as you can get players, like I say, like Team of the Season, Team of the Year, Dani Alves, is 140,000 coins. I could make 140,000 coins from just playing this game in next to no time. You know, it really is that easy. You play a weekend league, get to yourself to Silver 2, Silver 1, Gold 3, Gold 2, and you're going to be making yourself 50 to 60,000 coins, no problem at all. If you get yourself up into the elite categories, not only would I make 70,000 coins just from coins, or 100,000 coins just from coins, I'd also get the Team of the Season packs and 100k packs, which is obviously great news as well. So in terms of what I was looking at the other day is like, I'm looking at like what do I have in my team, and where can I upgrade my team, and who do I want back in my team? And one of the people that I really want back in my team is Kevin De Bruyne's Team of the Season card. It's probably my favourite card in the whole game. I can easily fit it in. I would just have to probably, most likely take out someone like Anderson Talisca. He would be the guy that would be sacrificed for KDB. And that KDB card, if I remember correctly, is like legitimately like 300,000 coins or less, which is just, again, remarkable. Let me get Kevin De Bruyne's card up on the screen here. Well, on my screen anyway. Kevin. So Kevin De Bruyne's Team of the Season 96 rated card is 330,000 coins. I could buy it right now if I wanted. Now, in comparison, these rest of the world cards, because of this Ultimate Team of the Season SBC, these rest of the world cards are selling for 50, 40,000 coins. When you actually put that price comparison together, it's nuts how cheap the best players in this game are. It's nuts. And so when I look at that Gareth Bale, as good as Gareth Bale is, I think this guy's going to quit here. As good as Gareth Bale is, as you know, the fact that he's got the second most in-game stats in the whole game, or somewhere around those lines, you know, he's definitely right up there. I know he's got like just the most phenomenal stats in general. Let me go and look at Gareth Bale. Let's get to my dream team, the untradables here. So this is the team that I'm rocking right now. Obviously, I need De Ligt to get into that centre-back spot. But here's Gareth Bale. Now, I mean, his stats are genuinely remarkable. He's got low balance, and he's got a 3-star weak foot. Other than that, he's utterly insane. The fact that I can sell him for nearly 600,000 coins right now is mind-blowing, given the fact that someone like Kevin De Bruyne has very similar stats and better incidentals. So KDB is 5'11", Gareth Bale is 6 foot. KDB has 5-star, 4-star, Gareth Bale has 4-star, 3-star. KDB has high work rates, Gareth Bale has high medium. I don't know how much of a detail that is. Gareth Bale is considerably faster, has the same overall shooting, less passing, less physical, and the same dribbling as De Bruyne. The only category he beats him in other than that is defending by a few stats and pace. So when I look at these two cards, I think, why would I want Bale when I could sell Bale? I'm going to sell Bale. I've got to. I've got, for 500, I think he's 590 right now for his card. I can't, yeah, 590 is his lowest bin. I can't have these coins sitting here in a player when there are just so many better alternatives out there for much cheaper. I'm going to list him up for 570. We'll see if he sells. That's not even a hard one to get rid of, to be perfectly honest, because we've got so many players that we could pop straight back in there. We could put him in there, swap them two around, and boom, there you go. That's it. Job done again. Now once we get De Ligt, that's now our team. And Heung-min Son is so good. And so with Bale sold, and with the fact that we can still sell Alan, Firmino, I mean, I could still sell some other dudes as well. Thiago Silva, Malcolm, and Alisson. These guys specifically, these 5 here, which will go after next weekend's Weekend League. We could also sell Jonas as well. We bought him for 32,000. We've got still plenty of great players on the bench that we don't need those. I'm very, very close. I could sell Promes as well. I'm very, very close to being able to buy CR7. And I would just play him off chem at left wing on, 7 chem or whatever. Or 8 chem. And once, I think that Bale's already sold. There you go, he's gone. Marlos gone, Mahrez gone, and Bale gone. We're actually up to 1.2 million. And when we look at the price of CR7, Ronaldo, no, wrong Ronaldo. Ronaldo, wrong one again, my bad. There's so many Ronaldos in this game. When we look at Ronaldo, there we go. When we look at his Team of the Year card and compare price, alright, it's actually gone up. The Footbin said 1.9, but we're at 2.2 for this card. There's only 6 on the market as well. Or his striker card, not that striker card, this striker card. It's about the same price actually, 2.3, 2.2. It's about the same price. So we're about 1 million coins short from getting the best version of Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, of course, if we get the best version if we get the striker version of Cristiano Ronaldo, I don't know how I'd be able to fit everyone into the team, but I don't know how. But I can sell Promes, I can sell Talisca and put Goretzka back in. I can sell Heung-min Son and put Bailey back in. I can sell all 5 of these guys here. 260 on him, 100k on Allen, 130k on Thiago Silva, 50k on Malcolm, and 50k or so on Alisson. I'd be very, very, very close. And I could sell Son and just basically go and get team of the season striker Ronaldo. But the reason why I'm not going to do it now is for 2 reasons. Number 1, what if I pack him on Tuesday in the Ultimate Team of the Season SBC? And number 2, I want to use the Brazilian squad in the Weekend League next weekend. So that's where we're going to be at. But guys, for today, this is going to be the end of the video. We've got one of our 6 wins in the DKT. Oh, before I do get out of here, I wanted to have a look. Is there more DKT this week, or is it just... Yeah, see, we've got another DKT. So you get 8 attempts here and 8 attempts in 2 days. And you only need to get 6 wins. So you need to get 6 wins out of 16 attempts. 6 wins out of 16 tries in total. So you could play as many as 64 games. And you need to get 6 wins. EA are just giving it. EA are just saying to everybody, have this Delict card. That, guys, though, for today is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.